Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So you guys are staring at my makeup collection right now because we are in the middle of a declutter series. In my last video, I actually decluttered all of my primer and foundations. I got rid of 19 primers, got rid of I think 36 foundations in total. We definitely see such a huge improvement in this drawer. I'm gonna try to condense this drawer down to just be like concealers and setting powders, have it be one drawer because I don't need to have this much makeup. It's so unrealistic, it's overconsumption, and I'm ready to cut down my collection. So you guys want to see me declutter my concealers, setting powders, and bronzers today? Well then definitely keep on watching. Alrighty guys, so if you guys did not know, I actually am going to be selling my makeup at the end of this series. I'm going to be going through my entire makeup collection, selling everything you see here, selling everything over there, but I'm going to do that I'm going to do it at the end of the series. And whenever I don't sell, I am going to donate, and I'm also going to trash the things that need to be trashed. So in today's video, I am so excited because we're going to be getting rid of everything that you guys see in this drawer right here. This is my concealers, setting powders, and bronzers, and I don't use half the stuff that you guys see in here. So it's time that we go through everything, get rid of a lot of stuff, pass on a lot of stuff, and honestly just clear this up and finally start to have a more minimalistic makeup collection, because again, no one needs this much concealers, setting powders, bronzers, because in reality I only use a few bronzers anyways. So let's go ahead and set the camera up. We're going to go ahead and cut this down. If you guys want to watch my last video, I'll make sure to link it down below, but let's get this series started. I'm excited. As you guys can see, this is my concealers, eye bases, we have my setting powders, my bronzers, all right here, and it is kind of a clusterfuck. Let's be realistic here. I don't use half the stuff that you guys see in here, so I'm going to really cut things down and only use what I really want to use and keep what I want to keep, give back what I want to sell, what I want to sell, donate what I can, and just toss some of the stuff that probably should be tossed. But I do this as a full-time job, and at the end of the day, no one needs this much makeup, myself included. Even though this is my job, this is just overconsumption and it's just wasteful and things go bad. Like if you guys saw my last video, and some of my foundations, they were disgusting, and I don't like that. I think it's a really bad habit to create, but I also want to be more realistic with my purchases and really cut down and buy things that I really want to buy and use what I actually have in my collection instead of just buying every single product on the market. So we're going to start to go through my concealers. I'm going to kind of pull everything out along with my eye bases, move on to the setting powders and the bronzers, and we're going to see if we can start to fit stuff from here into this first drawer and really minimize this collection. Okay, so right here we have my eye bases and my concealers right here. And there's only a few concealers that I really use nowadays. I pretty much don't use a lot of the concealers that you guys see here. So we're going to kind of go through them. I'm going to show you guys why and why not I'm keeping them. You guys seem to really enjoy that style from my primer and foundation video, so we're going to do that today for my concealer. So the first concealer that we have, this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics concealer. Honestly, I don't like her concealers. I just don't. I don't think they're good. However, I actually do use one of her concealers. Let me show you. I have two technically. I use this one right here. This is what I actually use to cut out. This is what I use to shape my eyebrows. So whenever I fill in my brows, I use this to kind of like shape them up. I actually really like it for like a brow concealer. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. I think I might let this one go. If not, I actually might keep it just for the mere fact of using it for a cutout of my brows, but that's the only use that it has. I don't think it's good any other way. I just don't like the formula. It's super drying. It literally cakes underneath the eye and really enhances the texture underneath my eyes, and I'm just not a fan. So I feel like that's the only reason why I would keep that one. So I'm gonna put the one I use back in this place. And we're gonna put this one aside for a maybe. Honestly, I don't really remember my thoughts on this. So since I don't really remember it, it looks kind of like dirty, we're gonna go ahead and toss this aside. So like one is used and one is like just dirty from sitting next to it. I don't really remember my thoughts on these, and I think I don't remember too much what I thought about them. I know I did like them, but I don't remember if I really like them, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of these. This has been my absolute favorite concealer for the longest time. I really do enjoy this one, so I'm absolutely keeping this one. I may have not cared for the Good Apple foundation, but the concealer is actually really nice. I really do enjoy this one, so I'm definitely gonna keep this one. This is Tragic. This is tragic. I actually really do love these concealers, but for some reason, these won't stop leaking. I don't know what to do. I have to leave them sitting up in my collection for it not to leak, but then every time I use it, it just does this. I clean it every single time I use this and it goes right back to looking like that. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should keep these. These are absolutely phenomenal. I really do love them, but I'm tired of them looking freaking gross, and I'm tired of them just being like, broken. I don't know what it is. I don't know why the product is seeping through the cap right there. Like, it's already getting on my hand. Like, that is just, that's not okay. So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't care for these. Didn't care for them. And they had product all over them, not because of this, but because of the Huda Beauty. Huda Beauty is all over these concealers because it just keeps leaking. Like, what the heck? I feel like I'm one of the only ones out there that didn't really care for this concealer. I feel like a lot of people love Rare Beauty so much. I don't know what it is. I'm just not really the biggest fan of the brand at this moment. I haven't really found a holy grail product beside their cream bronzer. It's the only thing I really love from the brand. Everything else is kind of like okay in my book. So it's kind of the same way with this concealer. So we'll have to put this in the maybe pile. I'll let you guys know at the end. This is an eye base and I don't like it. Everybody loved the NARS like Radiant Concealer. I must be the only one on the planet did not care for this, so she gotta go. We have quite a few Catrice True Skin concealers right here. I have quite a few of them. I only use this one right here. Or no, I think I use this one. I don't really know. These three I don't use. I know I'm going to go ahead and pass those along to you guys because I don't use those ones. But I know I use these two. I think these are the two I use. I actually do like them. I really do. I just don't like that brands sometimes send you the entire shade range. I find that to be so freaking wasteful. Like, just send me 2 or 3 shades that are like within my shade range and I can figure out which one is best for me. But to send me the lightest, the deepest is so unnecessary. It's so wasteful, and those products could go to somebody with those products can go to somebody who maybe get a better use out of it than I would. I just don't like when brands send you the entire complexion line because it just is so unnecessary and it's just so wasteful. And Catrice is one of them that did that, and I actually have a PR package from another brand who did the same thing. Love that brand to death, but it was very unnecessary for them to send me every single concealer because, like, I don't need it. So just know I will be giving those back to you guys because I absolutely do not need, like, deep concealers. They're just not for me, and it's just wasteful in my opinion. So I think I'm going to keep these two. I actually really do like this brand. I really do love the concealer, and I've been using it for a long time. So I just know these are the 2 shades I went back and forth with, but the other ones I haven't even touched. This is the Dominique concealer. I actually really do love this concealer. What's really cool about it is it has like a really cool like metal tip, so it's like a nice cooling sensation underneath the eye. Very beautiful coverage. You guys can use code Allie to save you guys 10% when buying anything from Dominique Cosmetics, but I actually thoroughly do enjoy this concealer. Got this in a ColourPop mystery box. This is like an eye primer. It's never even been used. I just opened the box. I'm probably never going to use this personally, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this along. So next we have these 2 concealers right here from Tarte. I've actually never even opened them. I don't know if they're the same shade. They're not. I think I'm gonna try one and then pass one along. That way it doesn't get wasteful. I only need one of the brand. I know they're 2 different colors, but in reality, I like to go just a little bit light brighter. So I'll probably go for this shade, which is light sand versus light medium neutral, and I'll probably just end up passing that along. I have this concealer from ColourPop. I got this in a mystery box. I've never opened it, but I don't think it should be doing that, right? Like, I even shook it up. And look, y'all, it's still doing that. Oh my god, it's still like so watery. Like, what the heck? Like, that's actually pretty gross. Let's see what happens if I do this. I can get this to focus pretty much, but this was dripping. Like, just a minute ago, it dripped. That's not good. That's not good at all. And it's a little bit too deep for me anyway. So I think we're going to have to pass this one along because it's just like, I don't know, y'all. It's like different colors right here. You could definitely see where there's separation. Like, I don't, that's just gross. Thanks, ColourPop. All right, so now we have eye bases. Now I'm probably not gonna get rid of a lot of eye bases, minus a few, because I actually generally really do use these. Now I don't use stuff like P. Louise on a daily basis, like these color bases. However, they come in absolute handy if you ever want to do like a pastel look. These are absolutely fantastic to do that with, or you want to have like a really bright base, or you want to use like a really deep purple, but you don't want it to like be patchy, you want it to like just really work beautifully. These are what you use. They come in handy. They are amazing. So I'm not going to part with any of my color bases because generally they are true lifesavers when I need them to be. So I'm going to hold on to these ones for sure. I have these two icing bases from Glamlite. I don't know why I need two of them. I'm probably just going to narrow it down to one to try out because I still haven't tried these out. Honestly, I haven't. I need to, but I really want to try them out, but I don't need two different shades. I'm going to narrow it down to the one I want and then pass one to you guys. I have three Alter Ego bases. I actually really did love these bases, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, they're actually pretty old because I couldn't keep up with which one was new, which one was old. So I opened all three of them. I used them all a lot back in the day. So I think I just need to let these ones go because they're, I don't know, like 2 to 3 years old at this point. So they just kind of need to be let go. Same thing with my P. Louise bases. I use these every single day when I do an eyeshadow look. They're phenomenal. This one is almost empty, but not quite there yet. And this is my backup. So I'm definitely gonna hold on to these two because this one, once it's gone, I'll have this as a replacement. So definitely holding on to these ones. I liked it, but it definitely wasn't, I like this eye base, but it wasn't overwhelming to me. So we're gonna get rid of this one. Keep the glitter glue. Gotta keep the glitter glue. I have never even used this. This is the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. And I don't know why I have it in the eyes, but I've never even used it, so we're gonna pass this along. Y'all, e.l.f. Putty Primer. We're gonna get rid of this one, but fun fact, guys, fun fact. Remember how I told you guys I was disputing e.l.f. through my bank? e.l.f. pretty much reached out to me once again to let me know that their box was amazing. I should have loved their mystery box, but because I didn't, and because I started to charge back through my bank, they wish that they could have worked with me amicably. They wish that we could have worked together to resolve this issue. And I wrote back going, I reached out to you guys several times and you guys ignored me, but it wasn't until my bank decided to do a chargeback did you guys actually reach out to me. So they were like, we're so sorry. But because of that, and we saw your video, we know how much you love red liquid lips. We would love to send you our new lipstick line coming soon, if that's okay, as a gift from us. So I said, sure, absolutely. Now, guys, we're going to find out, are they going to keep their promise? Are they actually going to send me their new products like they said they are? It's not PR. It's a gift for me not liking the mystery box of an advent calendar that was sold in 2021, even though they're selling 2022 advent calendars. But you know what? I should be grateful, guys. I should be grateful that that was a phenomenal mystery box. So I just need to learn to shut my mouth, apparently. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and toss this one. They have horrible customer service. I was very disappointed. Never gonna use this. Not going to either. I like this eye base, but only for Jaclyn's products. I don't know what to do. This will go in the I don't know pile. I'm gonna keep the Acid Rain. This is my cut crease, but I'm gonna pass this one along. Everybody loves this eye base. I tried it. It wasn't that wowing to me. So I don't know. Like, I know Teresa lives by this, but like, I don't know. I tried it and I wasn't that impressed. Maybe I should try it one more time, and then if I don't like it, I'm gonna pass this. And if I don't like it, then I'll obviously get rid of it from my collection. But I think I've only tried it like once or twice, and I just remember not really caring for it. But I'll give it one more chance, but it was not wowing. I'm gonna hold on to these ones because when I first bought these, I thought that these were actual concealers, but these are spot concealers. Like, you put them on your face to like cover acne or blemishes or acne scars, whatever it is you wanna do, and then you put your foundation on top of it. You could also use this as an eye base. I didn't know that. So when I first tried it, I was like, this is fucking horrible. But then y'all were like, bitch, get educated. That is not how you use it. And I was like, oh shit. So we're actually gonna use this the right way. Okay, so that is it for my concealers. Let's move on to setting powders before I show you guys everything. We'll show you guys everything at the end, but now we're gonna move on to setting powders. Okay, so you guys can see that I have a lot of setting powders. Not only are these setting powders, those are setting powders. That whole back row is setting powders as well. Again, I don't need it. So we're gonna go through it. So it's hard to tell, but like it's literally spread out all the way that way of all my setting powders. Now, I like to try a lot of setting powders because I am so so oily that I need to try things out to see what really works best for my skin type. So I'm gonna be very real with you guys. A lot of these setting powders might not work for you because a lot of you guys are dry to normal skin. Consider yourself blessed. What is that like? But because I'm so oily, a lot of products don't work for me, and I love to try different setting powders because I feel like they're truly like the holy grail for oily skin. So we're gonna go ahead and start to go right through these. So the first product we have right here, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the loose setting powder, and I haven't even tried it. But honestly, I'm not going to. I have no desire to try out this product, not because I don't like this brand, but because, I don't know. I've never really heard anything good about this being like, oh, it's a holy grail for oily skin. So I know me, I don't want to just try it one time and then be like, don't care for it. I rather go to a better home. So that's what we're going to do today. Let it go to a better home. This is the Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. I was not that impressed. I really wanted to like this. I was just generally not that impressed with this. I know like apparently like Huda Beauty was supposed to copy this, like copied like the brand campaign for it. I've never tried the Huda Beauty setting powder. So many of you guys suggested that I do, and at some point I will. That'll probably be like my next purchase is trying that. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along because I just know me, and I won't use this. Here we have Juno & Co. This is the makeup setting powder. This just randomly showed up at my house so long ago. I think the brand sent it to me, and then I reached out and said thank you, and I got ignored. But like, I don't know how I got it. I even asked Paige, did you buy this for me? She said no. No one claimed it, so I don't know how I got it. But I actually used to really, really, really love the setting powder. It's just really old, and there really isn't that much product left. But I did enjoy like the little bouncy texture. I was like bounce, 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 bounce with like the bouncy, you know, the beauty blender or whatever you want to use a sponge. I really did enjoy the setting powder. I just don't use it anymore. So because I don't use it, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one because this one is super old. There isn't that much product left in it anyway. So I really wanted to love this powder. This is the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I really wanted to love it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the most wowing thing in the world, but you have to like lift this up, but I don't know, it's okay. It like does the job of like making my face look great at first, but it does nothing in terms of containing the oils. So we're gonna go ahead and pass this one along. I used this one time, and again, I was not wowed. I did not care for this setting powder. I don't know what it is. I really want to like this brand because so many people love this brand. They do create such gorgeous products, but for some reason, I just can't get into it. I did see that she will potentially be rolling out with more powders in her line, and I think that's when I'm really going to enjoy her brand because you guys know I'm so oily that liquids don't necessarily work best for me in terms of like highlighters, blushes. I'm starting to do the cream bronzers, but like I just really love powdered stuff. So I tried her setting powder. I was not impressed by this at all, so I'm definitely going to be passing this one along. I took this with me to Texas. This is the Patrick Star One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. It does its job. Like it does set the face. I still got a little oily at the end, so like it's not a holy grail, but this is a perfect travel size, so I'm not going to part with this one only because I would absolutely take this with me whenever I go travel anywhere because it makes it so easy if you're going on a plane or trying to, you know, make your luggage like very minimal so you can like have travel on. Like it was just so easy to travel with, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. We have one of my favorite setting powders. This is the Nakia Joy Cosmetics setting powder. This is perfect if you guys have oily skin. It definitely does blur the face, but it's also just perfect to help to set the face as well and really hold back the oil. I absolutely do love the setting powder. I've told you guys about this for so long. You guys can use code ALLIED to save you guys 15% off at Nakia Joy Cosmetics. Absolutely love the setting powder. It's perfect for oily skin. Here we have the Dominique Cosmetics. We have the Dominique Cosmetics setting powder. I actually do like this one. It's actually definitely not bad at all. So I'm gonna definitely keep this one, keep playing with it. It's perfect to actually use to blend out any eyeshadow. I think it's perfect for that. And it does a great job at setting the face. It doesn't have longevity in terms of holding back the oil, but still looks really pretty in the face. It definitely makes it nice, soft, and blurred, and I actually do enjoy it. Spent $110 on this powder. And y'all, I was so scared when I bought this. I was like, oh shit, I think I might have fucked up because it's so expensive, but let me tell you, this is freaking amazing. I am so obsessed with this setting powder. Granted, I do get oily when I wear it, but I don't know. There's just something about the way that it sets my makeup. It makes my makeup look so gorgeous, so blurred. It definitely does minimize my pores, and it does such a great job at lasting throughout the day. So when I do get oily, my makeup does not separate. There is something about this powder. It is phenomenal, and I normally would never tell you guys to go get a $110 setting powder because what the fuck? Like, who would want to do that, right? I screwed myself over because I fell in love with this setting powder. I can see why it's so expensive, and I will absolutely repurchase this when it does empty because this truly has been a godsend. I freaking love it. I don't know why because it's not meant for oily skin, but damn, it is gorgeous on the skin and just makes your makeup look absolutely flawless. Perfect powder. This is another holy grail of mine. This is the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass setting powder. This is for oily skin. If you have any oiliness, this will be for you. However, if you are dry, if you are normal to combo, stay away from this because generally this will super mattify you. I mean, it is going to make your face look like the Sahara Desert. I have a backup of it, and this is my second to almost third time repurchasing this. I have a backup because it's that good. So if you have oily skin, get this. You will thank me. We have the Nakia Joy Cosmetics. This is the pressed powder. I don't know. I really don't care for a lot of pressed setting powders. I don't know why. I just feel like they look different on my skin. Like whenever I press into the skin, I just don't really like how it looks. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pass this one along. My amazing friend Mikey bought this for me. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what I think about this. I generally don't remember what I think about this. So I'm gonna have to try this again before I declutter it. I wanna try it again because I generally don't know what I think about this. And I don't wanna let something go. That could be something, I don't wanna let something go if it's like something really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this one so I could actually try it out again so I can remember what I think about it. Never been used, never been open. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this along to you guys. I bought this because I heard that this was really good for oily skin. Some people that I follow that have super oily skin live and breathe by this. I tried this like twice and I really don't remember what my thoughts are on this. So this would be another setting powder that I want to hold on to so I can try because I generally don't remember what this was and if I liked it. I just don't remember. Here we have the Vizart. This is like the setting powder. Honestly, I used this like once or twice. I really wasn't that impressed. I actually had to look it up to see what the reviews are on this, and all the reviews, guys, are from like 2018, 2019. No one else is updated about this, but fun fact, it's sold at Ipsy and Boxy, by the way. But I don't know. I don't remember anything about this. I don't really think it's mostly meant for me. I don't remember being wowing, so we're gonna go ahead and just pass this along. We have the Fenty Beauty setting powder right here, and I was in love with the setting powder. I thought it did such a good job at blurring the skin. Definitely not meant for oily skin, by the way. You will get oily when wearing this, but I still really did love how I felt and I looked in this. It was very like microfined, looked really beautiful on the skin. Definitely has a very strong scent. But honestly, I don't reach for this much anymore the way that I used to. So I think this is one of those products that like, it makes me like really sad because I really did love this setting powder so much. But I also need to be realistic with myself and actually know what I reach for and what I don't. And I just don't reach for this one anymore. Nothing wrong with it, but I definitely think it's time I do move on from this because I just don't reach for it. And I'd rather it go to better home than me just letting it sit here. Have more setting powders. Okay, so here we have the Say setting powder. This is a Radiant Loose setting powder. This has like microfine glitters in it. So this is definitely not for me. I remember I tried it because this went viral all over TikTok and I was not impressed. So we're gonna let her go. All right, guys, we have the two Jaclyn Cosmetics. These are the brightening under eye setting powders. I actually recently retried this one, or was it this one? Was it this one? It was one of these ones. I recently retried and it shot my stash. And setting it underneath the under eye, I was actually quite impressed by it. So I'm going to hold on to these two because I really did enjoy the formula of it. Now, it's not a setting powder for all over your face, but it's definitely great for underneath the eyes. And I really do like it for that factor. So I'm going to hold on to these two. You guys know how much I love Jaclyn Cosmetics. I love Jaclyn Cosmetics. So to part with anything from her collection is kind of heartbreaking for me. But this is her setting powder. This is her pressed setting powder. Now, she raved about the setting powder. I tried it. I hated every second of it. It has microfine glitter in here. And if you are oily, you're like, what the heck? Because microfine glitter and setting powder is an oily friend, an oily skin's worst nightmare. Talk about making yourself look like Edward Collins, but let's add sweaty shininess to the top of it. Like, it is just not a good combination. So I'm gonna go ahead and part with this one. She has to go, and it breaks my heart because I have only been like the biggest person that wanted to have every single Jaclyn Cosmetics product. And look at me, guys. I'm parting with something, and that's sad. That's so sad. All right, guys, I have another Jaclyn product. I just took it out of the bag. I just took it out of the box because I bought 2 of these, so I wasn't sure which one was going to be for me. This is the Brightening and Setting Powder palette. It has the shade Lilac, Coconut, Honey, and Almond. And this is how it looks. I've never used this, by the way. Never, ever, ever have used this product. But I have the one that I'm obsessed with, and it has the shade Peach, Almond, Light Banana, and Caramel. This one is my actual favorite, and you guys can see I hit pan on these 2 shades right here. I do have a backup of this particular palette. I have a backup because this one's my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and part with the other one because I don't use the other one. It's too light for my complexion, but this one is phenomenal. I freaking love it. These 2 shades are my everything. I use this to set my under eyes every single day. This is in my like everyday makeup drawer, so this is a keeper. But we will go ahead and pass this along. All right, I'm obviously keeping my Kimchi Puff Puff Pass. I'm keeping the one size setting powder because this is the full size of it, so I'm gonna hold on to this. Now, this is Chantecaille. Teresa actually gave this to me. It's a setting powder, but honestly, I'm not gonna use this, so we're gonna go ahead and pass this along. I'd rather go to Better Home. Super cute, very, very, very expensive, but it's just not gonna be for me, unfortunately. This makes me sad because we have the Fenty Beauty Backup Banana. This makes me so sad because I really did love my setting powder so much. So this is the loose setting powder from Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is in the shade Sheer Fair. And I remember her saying this is supposed to be like a holy grail for everybody, that everybody's supposed to love this, especially if you have mature skin. I tried it. Again, it has those microfine glitters. I don't understand why Jaclyn creates products that are mostly geared towards one skin type. I think if she's going to create a, complexion line, it should be kind of universal for everybody, personally, or make one for dry skin, make one for oily skin. Do you know what I mean? But she kind of caters more to dry skin because that's what she has. So I completely understand it. So I think I'm gonna have to let her go. Last but not least, we have this OPV Beauty. I actually heard great things about this setting powder. I actually have not tried it. I have not tried the setting powder, but I saw like someone do like a foundation test, and they actually put this foundation in water. And I saw someone do like a setting powder test where they took all their setting powders, they put it in water, and then they did their brush into the water, and whatever brush came back dry with just a setting powder on it, it was a good setting powder, and this one won. So we're gonna have to keep this, try this out. I actually might do that setting powder test before I part with these setting powders, just to make sure I'm actually doing the right thing and getting rid of the ones that are not for me and keeping the ones that are. So that is my entire setting powders, and now we're gonna move on to the bronzers. All right, guys, last but not least, we have this small little collection of bronzers. So let me go ahead and grab them and put them up here. We're gonna go through them, and then we're gonna pretty much show you guys what I kept, what I got rid of, and we're gonna wrap up this video. All right, I didn't realize how much bronzers I actually have versus what I actually use. So we're gonna go ahead and jump straight on in. First thing we have right here, this is called Bisque. This is a corrector actually. This I think was gifted to me by my amazing friend James. Unfortunately, I didn't use it. It is from like the UK or like Australia, so we're gonna go ahead and pass this one along. Next, I have this Buxom bronzer. That's in the shade Staycation Vibes or Rooftop Tan. I've never used it. I'm probably not going to, so we're gonna go ahead and pass this along. Oh, Marc Jacobs. I think they are no longer doing beauty, and this is something I found at TJ Maxx. So let's take a look at this. This is the Omega ×3. This is a powder bronzer, blush, and highlight duo. Smells absolutely divine, by the way. Smells divine, but I'm never going to use this, so let's go ahead and pass this along. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. This is the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. I actually really did enjoy this bronzer. It does come with like a little like powder thing right here. I don't know what happened to it, honestly, but I actually did enjoy this bronzer, so I think I'm going to hold on to this and use it just a little bit more because I actually do like drugstore. They're just as good as like high-end. We have the Fenty Beauty. This is like their Sunset Bronzer palette. I used it one time. I was not a fan, so we're going to go ahead and pass this along as well. I'm going to clean this up though because my fingerprints, you guys know how I feel about that. But we're going to go ahead and pass this along because I don't need it. I did not mind this bronzer whatsoever, or this bronzer stick. It was cute, but what's that? Oh, I don't know what that is, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I do like e.l.f., by the way. I promise I like e.l.f., but I just don't use this, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this. It's not in my collection, like in my bronzer drawer, but this is the Jaclyn Cosmetics cream bronzer. I really do like this one, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. I absolutely love the way that Physician Formula smells. It smells so damn good, but I really don't use this bronzer, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pass this along. Super cute, smells amazing. You guys know how much I absolutely do love Ofra Cosmetics. You guys can use code Allie, by the way, save you guys 20% off at Ofra, but unfortunately, I don't really use this palette. I think I used it one time. Super cute. It comes with a contour, a highlighter, and a bronzer, but the bronzer does have some lumosity to it. It's like one of those like bronzers with like shimmers in it. It's just not for me, so we're gonna go ahead and just pass this along. Don't know this brand, Vesca? Used it one time. Obviously, I'm not a big fan, so we're gonna pass this along. Oh, guys, Becca Cosmetics, she's no longer a thing. This is a like skin perfector. Not for my skin type whatsoever. We are going to go ahead and pass this along. Only use it like once or twice. It is freaking gorgeous, but this is more like an eyeshadow topper for me than like an actual like skin perfector. My first cream bronzer ever. This was actually sent to me by a subscriber. I did use it quite a few times. I do like it, but I just prefer other cream bronzers over this one, so we're gonna go ahead and pass this along. Ofra, I love Ofra to death, but they are definitely one of those brands that will send you the entire shade range when they really don't need to. They should just send you the shade range that is best suited for your skin type. Unfortunately, they like to send all the shade range, which I think is great, but this is for deep, not for me, so we're definitely gonna pass this one along. But I will say I still have such a special space in my heart for this collection because this is one of the first PRs I ever got. It was these 3 palettes sitting in like a sandbox with like beach waves and stuff like that. Super cute. I have such a special fond memory of that because of this, and so it kind of started my relationship with this brand, and I'll always hold on to the great memories of it. So here we have the Benefit Cosmetics. This is the 4-Scope palette. You have a bronzer, a blush, another blush, and the cookie highlighter. I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile because I really love that setting. I really love that highlighter. I like the Hoola bronzer, and then the Georgia Peach is my go-to blush. I love the way this smells, but I don't use this. So we're gonna put this in the maybe pile. I might hold on to this one just in case, but I really do like the Hoola line. I love Benefit Cosmetics, so we're gonna hold on to this one just in case. We have the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. I never even use this. Never use this, so we're gonna pass this to a better home. Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't used it yet. This was actually sent to me by amazing friend Ashley. So I'm gonna give this a try before I part with. I'm gonna give this a try because I really wanted to try this out. She's been asking me about it and I just haven't had a chance to, so now I am. So we're gonna hold on to this one. This is my Marc Jacobs. This is the Omega 3 bronzer. This is in the shade 104 Tantastic. You guys can clearly see I absolutely do love this bronzer. I'm not parting from it. It's freaking incredible. I wish that they still sold this. They unfortunately don't, but I'm gonna use this until it's bone dry because it is amazing. Revlon Skin Light Bronzer right here. This is also incredible. I forgot how good this bronzer was until I recently did a video where I tried out like Shop My Stash and I tried this out. I forgot how amazing this was. So we are definitely holding on to this. It is an incredible bronzer. It's phenomenal. This Milani bronzer right here is another fantastic drugstore bronzer. I absolutely do love this bronzer, so I will not be parting from this one. Sorry if my camera is kind of blurry. It doesn't want to work with me right now, but I will say I absolutely do love this Milani bronzer. It is so good. Definitely well worth it. You guys got to check this out. It's in the shade 01 Sunlight. So good. If I'm keeping the other Benefit palette, I don't need to hold on to this Hoola bronzer right here, so we're gonna go ahead and part with her. The most coveted palette back in the day. This is the Princess Park palette from Tarte. I absolutely do love how this looks. I think it's perfect in my collection. Definitely a throwback, but honestly, I've used it like several times and I'm just not the biggest fan of this. So we're gonna go ahead and part with this because it does have a lot of like shimmers and the bronzers, and you guys know how I feel about this. So beautiful, but she has to go. This is the shade 102 Tantic from Marc Jacobs. This is just a little bit too light for what I like for bronzers, so we're gonna go ahead and pass this along. This is still amazing. Did not care for this. This is the Lilo & Stitch collection with Wet n Wild. Did not care for this. This can go. A backup of my 104 Tantastic bronzer from Marc Jacobs. I got it at TJ Maxx. I'm actually gonna hold on to this because even though it's no longer like made anymore, it's still a fantastic freaking bronzer, and I will now have a backup of my 104 Tantastic, and I'm going to hold on to this because it really is just so good. But I'm going to let this one go. This is the shade 106, and this is just a little bit too deep for my skin complexion, so we're going to go ahead and just pass this one along to you guys. She was cute. I liked her. This is from ColourPop. I liked her, but not enough to keep her. So this is the Touch in Sol. This is the Face and Bronzing Balm. Now this looks deep. This looks deep, right? But it's in the shade Light. So I think I'm gonna try this. I have not tried this yet. I did get it in a actually PR box, and I want to actually give it a try before I pass this along. So this is something that we are going to hold on to, and we're going to keep to try it out. We have the NARS Laguna Bronzer. I got this in a mystery box, and let me tell you, 1, it smells incredible. 2, it looks incredible on the skin. I am absolutely keeping this. Definitely well worth it. I would have paid full price for this because it's amazing. We have this Gucci bronzer. This was sent to me by Ashley. I'm not parting from it. 1, it's Gucci. 2, it looked incredible on the skin. And 3, this is like my most luxury. This is like a luxurious item, and you guys know I really don't have that many in my collection, so I'm gonna hold on to this one for sure. I got this I think in a Charlotte Tilbury mystery box. It's like a cheek something. I don't know. I never used it. I'm not going to, so we're just gonna go ahead and just pack her up and pass her along. We do have the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is going to be the pressed bronzers. I absolutely do love this one. This is in the shade Vitamin D. Absolutely beautiful. Smells like coffee. I'm keeping this one for sure. And just so you guys know, I have like all of her blushes slash bronzer like duos. I have them in my everyday makeup drawer. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not gonna part from anything in these drawers. Like whatever's sitting in my physical desk, like part of my like desk collection, those are all gonna stay. I'm not parting from those. We have another Ofra product. I think this is in the shade medium. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pass this one along. Makeup by Mario. This is with the Makeup by Mario contour stick. This is amazing. I'm definitely keeping. Hands down, the best cream bronzer I have ever played with. This is the Rare Beauty cream bronzer. My absolute favorite product from this brand. I use it all the time, and I'm never parting from this. I really wanted this. But I bought the shade medium to deep. Unfortunately, I thought I bought the right one, but I bought the shades too deep for me. So we're gonna go ahead and just pass this along. It's sad, but we're gonna pass this along. Last but not least, we do have the MAC Cosmetics. This is the Give Me Sun bronzer. I got this when I first started my YouTube channel. This is the first product I have ever shown on my channel, and I've held on to it for so long because it has such nostalgic memories for me. The idea of parting with it really makes me sad, even though I would never use it anymore. It's still a great bronzer. It's just, I don't know. It's like one of those products that like, I just have a hard time parting with, unfortunately. Okay guys, so this is what's left. I'm gonna go ahead and clean these out really fast, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys what I kept, what I got rid of, I'm gonna show you guys what the final collection is going to look like. I'll tell you guys what I have left versus what I'm getting rid of. Like, you know, in my last video, I got rid of 36 foundations and 19 primers. We're gonna see if we could do the same thing today, where I pass on a lot more than I keep. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so here is everything that I am getting rid of in terms of like eye bases, concealers. We started off with 52 eye products in total mix. We started with 52 concealers slash eye bases in totals, and now we actually narrowed it down to I am getting rid of 24, and I'm actually gonna have 28 products left. So these are everything I'm getting rid of. The hardest thing for me to part with is these two Huda Beauty concealers, because I freaking love them so much, but they won't stop leaking. I don't understand, so I think I just have to get a new one. I just gotta take a picture of the one that I actually want and get a new one. But I'm not gonna show you like what I'm keeping just yet, because the drawers look completely different. So I'm just gonna quickly go through the setting powders and bronzers, and then we're gonna do the final show through. Okay guys, so these are all the setting powders that I'm actually gonna be getting rid of. I had 24 in total. I'm getting rid of 13, and I kept 11. So I got rid of more than I kept, and I'm very proud of that. I think when it came to the eye bases, that was kind of like, you know, up in the air, because I do use those color bases a lot. Okay guys, so in total, I actually have 38 bronzers and contours. I'm actually keeping 15 of my entire collection. So I'm actually getting rid of 23 of my bronzers, keeping 15. I think, again, that is absolutely phenomenal, because I'm keeping less than what I'm actually going to be giving back to you guys and selling and getting rid of and all that type of stuff. So as heartbreaking as it is, I'm glad that this is happening. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what the final aftermath looks like. All right guys, so you guys remembered how everything looked like before. And this is how it looks now. So when you open up the first drawer, da 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 da, look at this right here. So we're gonna have my primers, my foundations, my concealers, eye bases, and my setting powders right here. I have never had them all in the same drawer like this. I think this drawer looks so nice. It looks so cohesive. It looks so organized, and it doesn't look super cluttered. I mean, granted, it's kind of cluttered because I have all this in one drawer, but I love the fact that it's all in one drawer. It's gonna make it so easy for me to kind of grab the products that I need. And it's just really nice that it could finally be condensed down, and I'm only gonna be using the products that I physically see right in front of me. And it just makes it so much easier for me to stop being so wasteful and over consuming. And I really do love how this final drawer looks. So this is now my base drawer, pretty much my base drawer. And then da 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 da, it's what's left of this drawer, guys. So all we have is just my bronzers. I'm hoping to put my blushes and highlighters in this drawer as well, and that will free up the bottom drawer below me. And I'm really looking forward to that because then I can finally start to use one of these drawers for like eyeshadow palettes that I have no room for, start to use it for something else. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to that, maybe putting skincare in here. I don't know, but I've really condensed down my collection, which I'm really, really proud of myself for. And I do want to let you guys know, I did keep this. I'm just not ready to part from this bronzer yet, but that is everything for my bronzers, setting powders, and concealers, and eye bases. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video when we have to hit up this drawer right here. This is my blush and highlight drawer. What the heck? Look at how insane this is right here. We are definitely going to be going through this. Hi, baby. Koa's like right here saying hello. We're definitely going to be going through this entire collection and getting rid of a lot of stuff in here as well. So stay tuned. That video is going to be tomorrow. It's probably going to be a lot longer. So that is all the piles I have to do, like, or sorting with. But yeah, guys, that is everything for today's video. I really do hope that you guys like this video. If you did, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. The biggest thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. This would not be possible without each and every single one of you. I do have another channel. It's called Art for Life if you guys want to go check that out. So with my amazing husband, Corey. And to all my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. I love each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, and let me know what you guys think about this video down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.